Welcome to the second part of this lovely little Bosch promo book. What a lovely day. It's like the perfect start on a Sunday morning, like today, to have a look inside this classic book about Bosch power tools, I guess, with great projects. And we finished last time with the dromedary. A new word I've learned, by the way, and I like learning new English words when I try to translate it to you. Man, and off we go on page 103. This is a really thick book. I haven't noticed that last time. And what a great start with a Stommardiner. Well, I have to look that up first. Well, the internet is full of weird translations, but I think a clothes butler fits it appropriately. And there are the clothes, and I like this design of a ship. So she can use it as a toy or for her clothes, like this mast is showing. Nice. I love those projects. They are neat and somewhat handy and easy to do on a budget, like someone at home would do that is working with tools and toying around with them. And here's it without paint, just a few boards, two long dowels, and there you go. I think you won't need more as a skill saw, and that's it. And here we have a hand. I know about this hands where you can store your jewelry at, but to have it in this size so you can put your jacket on it is somewhat weird, but I love this nice touch with a black cat. Oh man, this book is so weird. Yeah, and here we have the blueprints of both projects, and you can unfold it. This is nice. This one also. Just hand tools in use. A puzzle in cube form. This should be easy enough. Get a cube, cut some pieces out of it, and then slide it until it fits. Nice little kitchen cubby. Yeah, parking place for all your small kitchen knickknacks and gadgets. This is lovely. And look at all the old package designs they're showing off. Ah man, I'm into old packaging. Most of the things shown here I remember, like these old jars full of peas. My granny had some of those. And also Fuchsgewürze. Yeah. I'll take a closer look later on. We have to move on. 100 pages are waiting. Ooh, the first power tools of today. A drill, a sander, a saw, just some clamps. Ooh, and also the usage of a table saw. I'm wondering if Bosch had a table saw back then, a green small one. I have to look it up as they are not shown here. The other saws, they're fully shown except the table saw. Just some cheap fir boards and dowels. Easy to do, perfect for homework. Ooh, and then they're showing some finer woodworking skills. I love those old tools. Wow. What an absurd looking speaker design. Yeah, it's easy to do. Cut up some boards in the form of a wave, build an enclosure for your turntable in the same design fashion. Wow. I didn't expect some hi-fi. Yeah, but DIY hi-fi was huge back then as prices are going up to the roof. Just the two-pager. Wow. Haven't thought about that. Without any real drawings, just hey, you need a hole with these dimensions and cut something that's similar to a wave. And that's it. Bang. You know what to do. You get the gist. Finito. Bam. Man, this book is amazing. And here we have kids toying and playing around with their huge bunk beds. You can do gymnastics on this ledger. Wow, and you have so much storage and playroom. You have a curtain for, I don't know, playing something with puppets or have some privacy. Wow. Ja, ja, mehr Platz zum Toben und Spielen im Kinderzimmer. As I mentioned, kids were doing sports during playtime as they go, and nowadays they just kept calm with some handheld devices. Yeah, this is a nice tip. Just use a wooden block as a depth stop. It's always handy to get some help. Look at these pans. This is so amazing. I love all those pictures. It's just amazing. Wow. Yeah, build your own bunk bed. Bosch tells you how. And if this isn't fancy enough for you, you can do something that's pretty. Hopefully they use original marble and some leaf gold. Yeah, just buy some readily available plaster or wooden ornaments, paint them, stick them on your board, and have fun with it. This is really neat. I'm wondering if they're still sold. I have to look at my hardware store near me, or if this is some specialty item nowadays. Hmm. The camera went out again. I have to grab a new battery. Moving on with this beautiful oak sideboard or cupboard with a really nice massive wood front. I like those doors. They're really looking slick and neat. And I'm guessing as this book is progressing that your woodworking skills should also progress, that the easier tasks are on the front and now you get into more fine woodworking territory as it's shown. And this is looking almost like mid-century modern. I like this look with this reduced handles and nicely done hinges. I really dig it. And yeah, but it's only the doors and the stand that is out of hardwood, and the cupboard itself is out of some sheet good that is veneered fitting to the doors. And as a pro tip, they tell you to use hardwood dowels to glue inside your sheet goods so the screws will hold much nicer and longer. And I like this tip because I repair always hinges that are falling apart when the screws aren't holding up. This is a nice little tip. I like it. Ooh, how to sharpen your saw. Yeah, this is going much more into finer woodworking than I thought, and it's really important to keep your tools sharp. And a saw blade sharpening is expensive these days. Back then, I guess it would be also very expensive. And that's why all those cheap saws are bought and then rebought after they're dull. This is sad. We need to reuse more stuff. Yeah, the 80s, when everyone had a cellar that is that is built up like a bar just in case guests are coming. And to have a cool bar, you need a nice dandy fridge. I mean, look at it. It's so nice. I love it. The handle seems to be out of a bathroom, like some handle you use on your tap to get out easier. And I like those wheels. You can still buy those wheels. Man, look at all those old bottles of beverages of different kind. Yeah, and these are some other designs you can use or do. And the other side is used for storage, of course, for some glassware and many, many bottles. Yeah, we in Germany drink a lot of alcohol, and very soon. Drinking age is 16 here, by the way. Yeah, nice. Ooh, how to work with your um, soldering gun and fix some jewelry on their way. Well, I agree with those leaded windows if you have stained glasses and want to glue them together, but I won't really use it on PCBs, but it might work on old PCBs like those, not on today's modern stuff. But if you're into soldering bigger things, this would be the right tool. And yeah, wood burning is also really easy and nice with those things. Ooh, and you then and they suggest to use it to glue on some thermoplasts. Yeah, and now we have 3D printers that do these out of a nozzle. Wow, I like this chair. Guys, if you're in the US, please vote for every legislature that is promoting the right to repair. We need to get it out of our brains that we use stuff and throw it away. We need to respect all those nice old things that we have around and keep them alive. They're so beautiful and well made. Back then it was a different culture. Ooh, this is not an easy task. Veneering on round stuff. I hate it. I really do hate it. Well, and I have to laugh at this dowel because I thought this would be out of cherry, but I cut into it and nope, this is just veneered beech. Well, I have to build some caps for it so the beech isn't showing and build something out of it. This would be a video in a couple of weeks. And as it looks like with those holes that this is a follow-up on this nice little fridge. Where was it? Here. There you have to do also such cutouts. And as this whole fridge is out of some ply or particle board, you have to veneer it to make it pretty. Ooh, yeah, Christmas gifts. I like to use up my scrap wood also and build some candle holders out of it. And I know it feels like summer still around, but Christmas is coming soon. So why don't you use up your offcuts and scrap wood to make something nice for Granny? She will like it. Mirror, mirror on the cupboard. Those aren't mirrored pieces, are they? They look so strange and weird. Is this design or did they left the foil on to get nice pictures? But you can still see the camera, man. Is this design or a mistake? I'm not sure, but so far I like the cupboard, but the mirrored pieces are somehow weird. And yeah, the woodworking still skills are progressing. You have some finger joints here, some splicing. Even if you glue long grain onto long grain, this isn't end grain onto long grain. This is long grain on long grain. I'm not sure why to use splices. Nowadays, I would use lamello for that task, biscuit jointer, I mean, and won't do something like this. And this is a weird combination to me because on one hand you're using dowels and on the other hand you have to splice pieces longer boards together. I'm not sure, but hey, at least they're showing different techniques on how to do stuff. Ooh, this is also a great tip to glue on your corners. That you just use some blocks of wood to clamp them down, use some hot glue or such. And I like this handle design, so you don't need additional hardware on these frames of the doors. This is looking neat. I like those solutions a lot. Yeah, these are weird pieces. I think if you use ceramic tiles fitting to the pottery shown here, this would look rather nice. Huh. This makes me think about some new projects. I love this book. It's so inspiring. Ooh. Well, they are telling you to build some Venetian blinds, but I thought it is about this chair. But nope, Venetian blinds it is. Back in the 80s, everyone had those. Is it also true in your country? Every room, or every living room in the 80s had Venetian blinds back then. And nowadays, it's only in offices that are still having those around, and everyone has removed them. Huh. I wouldn't think about making them myself, but yeah, why not? It isn't that difficult. I guess you just have to buy the right material for your blinds, and the rest is simple hardware construction. And I'm guessing you could also buy some DIY hardware for that. Nice. Ooh, back to playing with toys again. Hmm. What a time to be a child if you have those kind of parents that are building with you such awesome projects. Affordable bench with tables so you can play around. And yeah, do it on your own. And of course, like it's normal at the time, Daddy is having his beer, while kiddo is drawing and painting. Back in the 80s, we had a lot of. Um, Back in the 80s, we had a lot of vending machines selling beer, even at work. It was common to drink beer during work, and even on building sites, it was common to just bring your case or keg of beer to work and drinking during the day. Wild times. Man, this is a really elaborate piece. It is huge and big, and there's so many details. I really like it. Man, this book is awesome. I'm in love. What a testament of time. And yeah, here you have some clowns and an elephant. I would suggest to change up the motifs to make it your own, but these are nice. Ooh, making your own picture frames, but for things. Making models or modeling. This was also huge. I had a lot of models as a kid and toyed around with them. And cool that you can, I really dig that you can gather your findings from the last beach vacation. But those are rarities. Man, showcases are nice. Ooh, finally, finally. I was thinking, when will they show us the power tools? This must be about their power tools. This whole book, up until page 159, was just pure content with just a few machines, and now here's the catalog from back then. Woo! Of course it is. Let's have a look at the Bosch program from 1982. DIY or home improvement, meaningful use time. And there you have some suggestions why you should buy those tools. It's a drill, they have a stand for it. They even had a stand for the jigsaw, nice Bosch router, sander, and even the spray gun with a power cord attached. I'm wondering if these are any useful. Wow, of course. Bosch there with the big guns. Yeah. Research and development are very important to Bosch, as you can clearly see. I have really to laugh at the stock footage. It's so jank to me. Yeah, the ergonomics are good, but every drill is looking the same always still to this day. They're looking the same. And here they're talking about their zero crossing PVM. How they build their motors. Everything is CNC controlled. Yeah, this looks like a CNC controlled. Yeah, they even are talking about those. Well, this is high tech back in the 80s. I don't want to downplay it. Of course, those tools were all made in Germany back then. Today, Bosch power tools are only in a few parts made here, and only the blue variants. And this is the test center, testing the tools, how robust they were. And I believe him, but not really nowadays. The red pen that is calculating the stuff to get money out of us is a really huge part in today's production. Excuse me. Yeah, so this is about their SDS power drills or old power drills. Have a look inside the drill. It's very interesting to see all the small parts, where the gears are, how the motor is set in, what electronics are used, how simple the construction also is. Those are all the drill bits Bosch had back then. And also their accessories. And yeah, I like those fixings. I wish they had more of them nowadays also. You could even do some wood turning with power drills back then. Wow. And have some saws and even sand with your power drill. This is weird. Yeah, back in the 80s, when the 70s as well, it was very common to have those multi-tools because a motor, an electronic motor, was that expensive that it was cheaper to get a motor like a power drill and have all those stuff for it. So you have one motor and all the tools. And nowadays it's vice versa. It's cheaper to buy all those tools separately than to make something modular like this because the electronics are very, very cheap to get. Yeah, just drills and the rest. All right. Saws, sander. Yeah, this is strange. We have the drills and the rest, so they must be very proud of their drills because the rest isn't shown in this detail. Yeah, we have saws, we have a sander, we have a planer, a router, a hot glue gun that looks not really that big of a deal. Then we have the soldering gun, painting stuff, sanding, a vacuum. Oh, here are all the saws. Yeah, very neat and dandy. We have also some additional tables for them. We have the planer, the router, some nail guns. Yeah, this is it. These are all the tools that are shown previously in more detail. Should I make a video about old tools like these if I find them on flea markets? Are you interested in stuff like this, that we can get them apart, have a look around, compare it to today's tools, if they're getting better nowadays as technology progresses, or as they're getting worse because everything has to be made cheaply and quality-wise older stuff seems to be made with better material. Write your suggestions down in the comments, please. This would be great. Gardening tools is the last chapter, I guess. We have some shears and trimmers. We have even Wow. We have even a generator, so you can power your gardening tools if you don't have electricity in your garden. Wow. Yeah, I haven't thought about this. All those tools, they don't have a battery. When were battery powered tools introduced? This is a good question. We are in 1982. And I thought at this time we should have some battery powered tools by now. Let me check this. So I found some Bosch promo material that is claiming that this article is from 2019, that is claiming that they have 50 years battery powered tools by now. So back in the 70s. So the first battery powered tools were introduced in 1969 by Bosch. And I'm guessing that these tools would be too expensive for the people at home that are doing home improvements and some DIYing. Yeah, this feels kind of weird to me, but hey, if it's cheaper to get you a generator to power those tools, then this was the way to go, I guess. Even though the first battery powered tools were introduced in 1969. Well, moving on. Yeah, this was it. Just some shears and trimmers and a generator. Ooh, I love those detailed looks. There's nothing inside, just a DC motor, 3 gears, and that's it. Handle, casing, wow. Ooh, this is a nickel cadmium battery. Holding up just 500 cycles. 500, that's nothing. Wow. Imagine using your tool 500 times and then replacing the battery. But well, 500 times. How often do you trim your stuff? Once a week? So this might hold up for 10 years. So that's okay, I guess. But the shears are more elaborate. I love this little fan to cool your motor. And of course, we have some Zubehör. So let's see what Bosch has to offer with their accessories. Oh, no pictures. Okay, at least some pictures for the saw blades. That's it. Sad. But my coffee is almost empty, so that's a good timing. Have a look at those pictures at least. We have some cutting blades, a chain, some holding gear, tips for your soldering gun, of course routers, a new sword for your chainsaw. That's it. New chuck. Yeah, all the common stuff is available, I'm guessing. And it must be because they claim to have a really nice warranty system. Der Bosch-Kundenberater hilft, wenn Not am Mann ist. Yeah, hopefully. I'm not sure if it was easily to manage back then, that you just call your customer service agent and he provides you with all the parts or um, exchange tools you might need. But hey, they're claiming it, and weirdly, to this day, you have somewhat a warranty of 2 years, and back then it was just 6 months. So this improved, but I'm guessing not that the companies are doing this willingly, because it has to do with a change of with a change of some legislature. Yeah, and you have a glossary. I'm not sure. Yeah, this was it. Bosch für Heimwerker, die nur ganze Sachen machen. I hope you like this small look at this Heimwerkerbuch 2. I'm not sure. I try to find the other ones, but I like it. Man, just a blast from the past, inspiration from the 80s. And that wraps it up for today. This coffee was delish.